Men have a hidden habit. They need to fall asleep every night, listening to the sound of their wife's heartbeat, because it came from the one they loved the most. 4 years ago, the man and his beloved went on a trip, only to get caught in a brutal 5-car pileup, as his wife desperately pulled him from the wreck. A fifth car, out of control, suddenly sped towards them, without a moment's hesitation. The woman used all her strength to push him to safety, while she herself stayed behind forever. At the hospital, the man watched his beloved lying there cold and still. No matter how hard he cried, she showed no sign of waking. Then the doctor approached, telling him that she had left behind a wish to donate her heart to help others after her death. When the doctor gave him the recipient's contact information, the man poured all his love into the woman who now carried his beloved's heart. He willingly married into her family, putting every ounce of effort into saving their small company from bankruptcy, and even leading it to go public. He thought life had finally turned brighter. But one day, while visiting his wife's home, he unexpectedly ran into her first love. This man was treated with great care by his in-laws, and when the first love saw him, his eyes were full of disdain and contempt. Sensing the awkwardness, his wife quickly dragged her parents to the kitchen to cook. But her first love took the chance to provoke him deliberately. At first, the man didn't want to argue, but as he turned to leave, his bracelet accidentally fell to the floor. Seeing the keepsake left by his beloved, he rushed to pick it up in fear it might get broken. Yet just as he reached for it, the first love cruelly stomped on it, shattering it into countless pieces. The man stared at the scattered beads, feeling as if his beloved's life was crushed all over again. Every bead rolling on the ground was a piece of his breaking heart. He tried to gather the fragments, but no matter what he did, he could never piece it back together. If looks could kill, the first love would have died a million times. 3 days later, the man received investigation results from his spy. Overjoyed, he took the report, only to learn the most devastating truth. His wife's heart was never from the woman he loved. Just then, his wife dragged him back to the hospital, because her first love needed more blood. Watching her take care of another man so tenderly, the man felt his heart shatter. He could no longer deceive himself, because someone who truly loved him would never act this way. As he staggered weakly out of the hospital room, his wife rushed after him, saying the blood wasn't enough and they needed more. Seeing the joy on their faces, the man calmly pulled out his phone and ordered his assistant to prepare the divorce papers. By the time his wife turned around, he had already disappeared. At that moment, the doctor came with even worse news, sending the woman into complete panic. It turned out, her first love was suffering from kidney failure. Hearing this, the woman felt like her heart was being ripped apart. As she desperately searched for a kidney donor, the doctor told her her husband's kidney was a perfect match. At home, the man was so weak he could barely hold a glass. In just 1 month, he had donated blood 9 times for her first love. He thought of his beloved once more. Just then, the doorbell rang. His men had found out that his beloved's heart had been transplanted into the body of a wealthy heiress. With eyes full of tears, he rushed to arrange a meeting.